I want to say that my condolences, or not condolences, I said my heart goes out to the victim if this turns out to be true. I mean, if this turns out to be true, no one should be sexually handled and taken advantage of under any circumstances. Under any circumstances. So that part is a serious issue.
Defending Nowak and the victim TS went to a hotel room at 1100 West Avenue, Unit 319, Miami Beach, in order to wait for the new party location. While they were in his hotel room, the defendant Nowak provided the victim, who was 14, with numerous alcoholic beverages in which she consumed. The victim, who's 14, stated that the defendant Nowak started dancing and I guess touching her inappropriately all over her body, groping her, and groping her thighs and her butt. And furthermore, the victim, who is his girlfriend's daughter, hold on, I'm almost forgetting where I'm reading, okay, stated that defendant Noah sat her on the bed as he pulled out his, and outside of his boxers, okay, shorts, underwear, while he grabbed her head and pushed it towards his genital area, and victim TS lost consciousness, okay? Now, he's supposed to be a conscious leader, and that little girl, okay. I'm telling y'all gonna learn today. Pushing his fingers in her throat and down her throat. Defending Nowak, who is Brother Polight, okay, then took victim TS to her mother's hotel, who was staying at another hotel in Miami on Collins Avenue, where Miss Orocho noticed, who is the mom to the daughter, that the victim TS was severely intoxicated and possibly under the influence of an unknown drug, and the 14-year-old victim had severe swelling on the victim's mouth, lips area. Defendant Nowak, who is Brother Polight, told his girlfriend, Miss Orocho, not she would ruin his career. This is exactly what he stated, okay? Of course, we got to say allegedly, but they got the semen. Anyway, let me keep going. So after he told her, don't call the police because she will ruin his career, Miss Orocho, the mother to the 14-year-old daughter, transported the victim, her daughter, to Mount Sinai Hospital, where she disclosed sexual battery. Victim TS, the 14-year-old victim, was transported to Roxy Bolton, rape treatment center that was in Miami, where all her clothing was collected and a kit was performed and collected. Said evidence was transported to Miami-Dade County Forensic Lab, where it was analyzed on 5/4/2021. Results from Miami-Dade Forensic Labs were received, where it confirmed that the victim TS had a total of 6 semen stains, confirmatory stains on her shirt and scarf. A DNA warrant was obtained and served to defendant Brother Polight, who is Nowak, on 6/8/2021. The DNA sample swab was transported to Miami-Dade Forensic Lab for analysis, and on 8/10/2021, last week, the Miami-Dade forensic report was received, where it confirmed the semen was found on victims. The TS clothing matched the defendant Nowak, okay? He was since arrested.
Oh, peace, Brother Polight.
Hey, what's up, King?
Well, I want you to know I'm live. Do you want to talk or no?
I'm actually traveling, but what's going on?
All right, I'm quite sure you see the internet is lit up. People is talking crazy. And,
Yeah, I'm just telling you something crazy.
Yeah, people are talking crazy that you had molested a 14-year-old girl. I don't know how true it is. That's why I said I'm not going to jump out the window. I'm not saying none of that until we can find out what's really good. And I don't know if you want to talk, or we could set something up probably tomorrow whenever you stop traveling or whatever.
You know we don't play those games. Just like when niggas was coming at me with all the goofy shit before.
Okay.
When people make serious allegations like that, You know, YouTube ain't the place where you deal with it.
Got you. I
You know,
got
I
you.
stay with our whole fucking legal team. You know what I'm saying?
Say less.
But what I'll tell you is this. You know, I ain't no fucking weirdo. You see all the beautiful, voluptuous people I be with.
Yeah.
So I ain't a weirdo. That's what it is. But I know what it is for people.
Yeah.
You make a very negative accusation against somebody. Some accusations are so negative. You be like, yo, that shit's so negative. It gotta be true, because who would say something that negative? That's it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that shit is. But you know, I ain't gonna speak on it any further. But I tell you this: if I accuse somebody of some shit, niggas gonna buy into it. Niggas hate me. But if somebody accuses me of something, it's always true. But I'm always walking around free.
Right.
It's always true, but I'm always free.
Right? Miami-Dade County, Florida arrest. And it has all the arrests in the past 24 hours, which was 355 of them in Miami. And guess who was one of them? Let's go. Let's go. Miami-Dade County arrest list. You see? Everybody is in Miami, except who? Let me clean my, hold on, let me clean my motherfucking thing so people can see straight. Okay. Here we go, bam. 8:15, Brother Polight, aka Michael N. Noak. Michael Noak. 8:15, which was 2 days ago. He bailed out maybe this morning. Okay, here's his address in Los Angeles, California. Because you know he lives in LA. And he got arrested in Miami. You know he lives in LA. He got arrested in Miami. You know he lives in
defense team. Plural. Probably the best in the goddamn country, may I add. But I have a defense team that I would be circumventing or undermining their ability to render the services that they are obligated to fulfill on my behalf by speaking. So I know in the world of YouTube court, yo, if something happened, just talk about it. But in the legal world, it don't work like that. In the legal world, when you got a legal defense team and things have been said, you just allow the things that have been said to be said, and that just gets dealt with accordingly. You don't open your mouth, you don't speak. So what I will say is, my defense team will be putting out a statement on my behalf, perhaps even an interview, and they'll get it in. But out of respect to the people that love and support me, not the trolls. You know who you are. The second you hear something bad about me, you do videos. You see all the good going on, you don't do nothing. I thought you died. You heard something bad, I'm like, oh, they resurrected, they're alive. You think they're watching you because they're concerned with you. You think they're watching you. You think those views you getting, oh man, they love what I'm doing. Start talking about yourself again and see how many people listen to you. When you talk about me, they listen to you. It gotta really fucking hurt. You hate me, but you know what? You need me. Because you monetize those shit. If you hate me so much, don't make money off of my name. Don't collect money talking about me. Don't put advertisements in your YouTubes. If you hate me so much, don't make money off of my name. Okay. If you hate me that much, don't make money off my name. How about that? You hate me so much. But you know, I'm blessed.
For instance, people say things like the Bible allows or fosters the idea that a woman can be raped. You've heard this before, Deuteronomy chapter 22. The Bible fosters... Right, the Bible some people say that a Bible, so I'm going to use what he's saying. I was starting to say some people, but he seemed to be familiar with it.
King James Version.
Right, but because he's familiar with it, I'm going to say, we're going to work with what Brother Sonetta is saying. So according to Brother Sonetta, the King James Bible seems to be describing in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 that it's okay to rape a woman, and if you are able to dominate her physically, watch my arm as I'm talking, I'm also flexing my arm, if you're able to dominate her physically, then she's yours, regardless of whether or not she wants to be yours. That's so stupid and incorrect.
Doggy Diamonds be doing a million plus videos exposing what be happening at these industry parties where niggas be getting turned out. So at this point, I'm like, what the fuck going on, man? So I stopped. I said, yo, how we supposed to be doing a debate/interview with music blasting, white girls going wild, y'all drinking, y'all smoking. I got my 12-year-old son. What the fuck going on? And they said, no, we're going to go in the back room. We already here. We took an Uber to get here. I look at my son respectfully, and I said, Amir, how you feel? How you feel, Pop? You feel comfortable being with your dad in this environment? And my son, a G, he said, Abba, we from New York. Let's just go in the back room and hang out. He said, I got my game with me. We gonna play. So that's sure enough what we did. We went all the way in the back room. And once they closed the doors, you couldn't hear anything. You could hear a little bit of music, but obviously when y'all heard this video, we in the back room in this video. The door is right behind me. Once you open that door, that's the party. So at one point in the video, the door opens. And this girl right here walks in. And she said, is Brother Polight in here? I heard Brother Polight was in here. And we said, yeah, he's right here. And she said, I want to come in. So I'm like, what going on here? This is some chick he used to date. She about to expose this nigga? So I'm like, this is about to get interesting. So I'm like, yeah, let her come in. And as she come in, Polight is, he's interacting with her, but he's not really interacting with her. But she's acting super weird, like almost as if they know each other. And then here we are in this conversation that I start talking about rape. And I notice that she starts fucking breaking down in the conversation. As all of y'all saw, just like me, I wasn't alone. Y'all watched the video. She starts breaking the fuck down. And it dawned on me, I was speaking something that happened to her. And then I want y'all to notice, Brother Polight body language is all kinds of fucking weird right now.
In the order in which I choose to speak on, plus there's already almost 3,000 people already in the building. I haven't been speaking for probably more than 5 minutes. I'm allowing people to come into the chat room. So, you can get the block party. Nobody got time for that stupidness. If you don't like this TV show, why you tune in? I ain't never turn around and be like, yo, the show that I don't like is coming on at 5:30. Let me go out my way and stop things I like to do so I can watch a show that I don't like featuring a person I don't like. You don't rock with me, move forward. That's how simple that is. This is Rolls Royce Diaries. We don't play those games. Come on, you ain't canceling this season. You're not canceling this. 4 figures for that. Come on, $5,000 bag. Now, come on. And never mind the money in the bag. Rolls Royce Diaries.
If in your wisdom you come from a culture that women are considered gods, but all it takes is a man pulling out, no disrespect to Brother Polight, $10,000 in his pocket, $30,000 in his right pocket, and because he pulled out a total of $40,000, you should give him something safe none of that motherfucking money could buy. What sense does that make? How many people we know fuck somebody and still don't know their last name? How many people we know with a body count that can't give you the whole person's, I can't say his age, I don't know his birthday, I don't know his first name, I don't know his mama's name. This is not African spirituality. So at that point, sister, he raped you. You raped. He raped you of your culture when you don't know his birthday before he fucked you. He raped you of your spirituality if he don't know your mama's name before you gave him your womb. He raped you of everything that makes you the divinity that you spoke of if he don't know nothing about you. Look at the tears coming from her because we speaking truth right now.
You know what? I could die right now. Because I accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish. I got to be with the women I ever wanted to be with. I got the vehicles I ever wanted. You know, all the toys.
This is his wife. When y'all go out, that's what your wife wears out. Trying to figure out what happened to her, this girl. Is this supposed to be his daughter or his other wife? What happened to her? Because the other one wife left him, and these two are the only ones I'm really seeing now. And then they got white girls. What happened to her? That's not my aunt though. Why is my aunt even on Instagram?
Up to you. Oh, I know you. You just sit here, I throw you in when you can. I don't know if they'll be able to see you, boo. You kind of like, what we'll do, we'll call you when we need you. But I mean, you good. It's up to you. You okay? All right. But you know, you got to get in here. You got to get the love in here. There we go. There go the love. I need to make sure you're not blocked out.
Make sure they can see the signal.
I mean, he's not innocent in this. And this is what emotions will get you all the time. You talk too much. You tell on yourself. Let me see.
You talking about that girl, huh? You talking about that girl, huh? The one that ran away from home? Who snuck out the room and left her mother? Because her mother left you? You
Stop. Ho. Listen.
and left her mother? Because her mother left you? You
Stop. Listen.
and left her mother? Because her mother left you? You want me to tell the people why she left you, bitch?
Let me go there. Why'd she leave?
Each other, more especially in this particular case, a father. Why do you think this is so important?
I think this is important because we don't see that many good, positive images of Black families.
That's right.
And as you can see, everyone on this couch, with the exception of my aunt, hasn't had a father in the household.
Including me.
Including you.
That's right. Go, Renente Atumbre. My beautiful daughter who has taught class, did her own lecture, came out with a book. Woo! Love her. What's up? Talk to me, baby. Okay, and she's my non-biological daughter, but I shouldn't have to go out my way to tell people she's my non-biological daughter. But let me explain this for the immature pedophiles that's out there, that's making something sexual of me referring to a child that has not come from me biologically as my child. When two adults get together and they come into a relationship and have children, Tracy Lamont, you can stop with that pedophilia too. So, when two adults get together and they have children from other relationships, do you expect me as a man to say, well, that's your child, these are my children, and to treat that woman's child as separate and different from my children? Or should I embrace all children as my children, especially if the reception is there? So in this particular scenario, the reception is there. I don't tell people's children to call me dad. But if they do, and that feeling is mutual especially, I shall receive. And what I won't do is make a distinction amongst children of the same household. So just because I pick up my then dance class, and she's not my biological child, but we live in the same house, and I am the father figure of that house, that doesn't mean something sexual has to be taking place because she's 16 and I'm picking up a young lady that lives in my house that I'm raising from the time she's 5-6 years old. That is sick.
That girl, huh? The one that ran away from home? Who snuck out the room and left her mother? Because her mother left you? You
Stop. Ho. Listen.
and left her mother? Because her mother left you? You
Stop. Listen.
and left her mother? Because her mother left you? You want me to tell the people why she left you, bitch?
Let me go there. Why'd she leave?
That ain't your daughter, nigga. Cut it out. Don't make me bring her sister right here in front of me. Her sister is my wife's cousin, nigga. You know that. Play yourself. You know that. Play your motherfucking self. Huh?
Hear that?
She ran away from home to be with your bitch ass.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. This stuff ain't just started. This ain't just started. Sarnetta knew about this. Sarnetta covered for it.
Right on her face.
Oh snap, she changed race. Hold on.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Let's see. That's how I think you gotta come on this side.
Yeah.
Yeah, the light is good. I think the light is good.
It's looking a little bit ready to bring it up.
You already got a problem. There we go. Undo my science. It's a new thing. Okay. Bonnie and Clyde.
Seriously.
All I need in this life is sin. It's me and my girlfriend.
Emmy.
Three's a crowd. You can't tell her that. My baby girl. She always in there.
Mm-hmm.
She always in there.
What crowd?
Make me happy to come home to this face.
Seriously. Those hugs for everything.
He asking them when did they first meet. Now watch how old she say she was when they first met. Watch this.
Natural, because
That's right.
when I started coming, I was really young, so I actually walked.
Were you at the time?
I was like 17.
Oh, okay.
I was 16, 17. My
She was six.
Make me fucking.
You heard her say she was 16, 17? So nigga, what you was doing with a 16, 17-year-old? Like, nigga, we heard what she just said. Let me play it again, in case you niggas is deaf.
my first thought was natural, because
That's right.
when I started coming, I was really young, so I actually
How
walked.
old were you at the time?
I was like 17.
Oh, okay.
I was 16, 17.
Okay. Now she don't want to say it, but I think it's safe to assume that she was 16. Huh? I was like 17. What the fuck is like 17? You mean you was 16? So polite, you met your motherfucking second wife when she was 16, 17? But you on the internet talking about what again? Huh? You talking about your oldest daughter is not your real daughter, and according to your right-hand man, she ran away with you when she was 16, but you talk about what?
You entrust him to be the babysitter. You entrust him by himself with his own child, and he's molesting his child. Okay, don't call them animals because we hurting their feelings. Fine. We don't gotta call them animals. Y'all can give me a name for the black man that's molesting his children. The black man who's entrusted with people's babies. Y'all can give him a name. I won't say animal. Y'all can give him a name. But right now, I'm just prefacing my statements so you understand who exactly I was talking about. Once you understand who exactly I'm talking about, I want to make it clear because I need to see how many people feel away.
I have so much fun when I'm in LA with Polight. I got healthy mango snack from Air One, some coconut water, you know.
And she owes me because she drank mine earlier.
I did.
Such a Negro. Oh, my goodness.
It was good.
I was over here thinking she's giving me a little bit of her drink, so I was being real humble and, let me finish up and give her back. And unbeknownst to me, I was getting some of my own drink.
Should have let his top down. He left the top off. I went right in his car and took his coconut water.
And she was nice enough to let me have some. Man, listen. Y'all know Nina Rari. Y'all know Nina Rari. Her Instagram is Nina, N-I-N-A, Rari, R-A-R-I. Nina Rari.
I would only let him put me on the internet straight out of a workout.
It's official, man. She gotta stop that. Well, I'll tell you this.
You a fucking coon. You can never be on my motherfucking level, man. I would never let a white bitch put me in a fucking headlock. Ain't no playing games with that. Because my baby's gotta look at me on TV and see a white girl, a white bitch, got me in the headlock. You can never be on my motherfucking level, dude. You're a coon to me. You are a fucking coon.
We go all the way in. Because you've been doing this way too long. Hold on 1 second. When Sinetta calls Brother Polight Dr. York, what exactly is he saying? What exactly what he's saying when he called Polight Dr. York? Huh? Are we going to get to the charges in a second? When he calls him Dr. York, the closest one to Sinetta the closest one to Polight in the conscious community is who? Sinetta. And Sinetta calls him Dr. York. Why?
Polight on how all this is pretty much the same thing across the line. You know what I'm saying? He's doing the same type of stuff. Let's get it.
All right, I'm back again, and I am grateful that you guys have been receptive to my message and hearing exactly what's going on, but you guys truly have no clue exactly what type of situation they have going on there. If you take a look back to Malachi Z. York's history, the man had well over 10 wives. Some of those wives already had children from other marriages. He then went and slept with those women's children to create more children. And these are facts. Can't nobody tell me different, because I was with someone in there. I was with his son for multiple years. And his son even confessed to me that his first baby mother was 13, going on 14 years old. And guess how old he was? He was 19 years old, sleeping with a 13-year-old girl. And that girl got pregnant and had a baby at 14. Now, if you look, you'll see that brother, pedophile, dirty man, Polight, is now carrying on in that same characteristic. He has multiple wives. He then got a girlfriend who had a daughter already. Watch me now, listen closely. He then got a woman who had a daughter already and proceeded to try to groom her. This is the same fashion that Malachi was going on with in that compound. But y'all don't understand. People only think that the only Prince York was Jacob. That is wrong. That man has well over 200 kids. And
Brother Polight has went full circle. He pops up under supposedly the leadership of Dr. York. He makes a false claim that Dr. York, he's involved with one of Dr. York's daughters. And in the way that he's able to get away with that is because Dr. York is known to have so many children that you will never be able to identify if it's his daughter or not.
But this is a man who plotted out the year that my child was going to be born, and even the month. That's a fact. True story. I even put the letter in my book to show people this is when he said I was going to have my daughter, because he followed up subsequently and wrote it. You feel what I'm saying? This is a man, when he told me, when I told him I had a name for my daughter, he told me, no, name your daughter Hotep Atumre. That's what it was. As a grown man who's having a child, I declined him for my opportunity to name my own child and took on the blessing of this man telling me, revoke the name I came with, give that child your name. And every wife had to change their name. He said, this is your name now. And all my children have been named. by Dr. York. All my children. Every single child. And the one wife that didn't get a letter where her name changed was because it's his daughter. So he named her too.
Which daughter is it?
You feel what I'm saying?
Which daughter?
You know, I'm trying to protect her identity. You feel what I'm saying? You got a little drama with her too. But I'm going to tell you after this. You know, so he named her too. So,
Y'all done moved out of downtown all the way out here. I don't even know where I'm at.
I said I was going to take all y'all back to Egypt with me. I can't because the Arabs will mess everything up. So hell, I'm bringing Egypt here for you. It's nothing but an example of what every one of us can do.
Aswad Mir. In our language, that means the Black Pyramid.
Struggles over building permits in Putnam County is creating racial tension.
The leader was arrested. There was a huge FBI Waco-style raid.
Breaking news out of Putnam County, where we told you federal agents and local sheriff's deputies are on the scene at the Nawabian compound, serving search warrants there. The Nawabians and their leader, Malachi York, have been at it with the county for some time now about some zoning issues.
There is no such thing as a Nawabian nation.
And everything that's in front of me, I see people that's being misled. I see people that's under the impression, and even though
Misled by what? Because people are saying Doc is being railroaded. That people are saying none of this has to do with the case as far as the government is concerned. The government don't give a damn about the accusation. Are you hearing what I'm saying?
You got people saying that kids haven't been molested. I can't see what you're seeing. I can't see I know what happened to me. I know what he did. I know what kind of person he is. You know what I'm saying? So
what kind of person he is? That's a question I want to ask you. What kind of person is Dr. York?
I mean, you get what you see. You get what you see.
Tell me,
but
who is he to
what
you?
People didn't see is also.
I asked about other people. I want to know about you personally. I want to get into your mind. I want to know, what is he to you? Who is he to you?
Who he is to me? Right now, he's somebody that did a lot of things great, but had his flaws, and it didn't correct those flaws. And he had years and years and years to correct those flaws. He didn't correct those flaws. Now I came back, and now he's incarcerated. Should he be in it? Should he be out? Someone like him shouldn't be incarcerated if they uplifted the community and doing what he did. But if you're gonna do that, and on top of that, still do the wrong thing for years and years and years, then you definitely shouldn't be out on the streets. That's if I was the devil, the perfect devil is the one who's gonna be a pastor, a preacher, or the one doing the right thing, and actually the one doing the wrong thing and send you to hell. That's the perfect devil right there. If I was a devil right now, I'd be telling you to do the right thing. I'd be telling you to live your life this way, and I'll be sending you right to hell. The devil knows the gospel as well as any pastor or preacher. So if the devil is gonna do his job, what better way to do it than to have everybody lifting themselves or doing the right thing, and in actuality, it's like they're going up, but they're going.
Don't stop till the Bible's destroyed.
Great shooting, Nisu.
Sentence. Too much fucking holes in it. Look at that shit.
That's right.
Now it's a Holy Bible.
That's right. Clearly the Holy Bible.
People they get taken down. You know what I'm saying? And he wouldn't have been taken down, and he hasn't been taken down until they found something that to take him down with. If he threw everything away by molesting kids, did he really care about everybody else? This is what I have to live with. I have to live with how do I come across the people that's in the knowledge and even vibe with them and talk to them on a regular level and people looking at me one way.
Nah, that's all good. You can always come to a class of ours.
That's cool, but you know what I'm saying. But it is. But see, the thing is that
it don't make you a bad
person. At the end of the day, people's always gonna have his word over anybody else's word because that's all they know.
No, at the end of the day, he's locked up, so obviously they took y'all word over everyone else's. It doesn't matter. Like I told you, if we say he's innocent, when he's still locked up in prison, y'all word accounted for everything.
But I can't go back. You know what I'm saying? I can only face what's in front of me. And everything that's in front of me, I see people that's being misled. I see people that's under the impression, and even though
misled about what? Because people are saying Doc is being railroaded. That people are saying none of this has to do with the case as far as the government is concerned. The government don't give a damn about the accusation.
Saying that
are you hearing what I'm saying?
You got people saying that kids haven't been molested. I can't see what you're seeing. I can't see I know what happened to me. I know what he did. I know what kind of person he is. You know what I'm saying? So
what kind of person he is? That's the question.
Don't fight for it because he's innocent of a molesting kid.
Let's say he molested 1,000 children. Factually.
Okay.
Genetic evidence and everything. Things that we don't deny scientifically. We say, wow, okay, true. If someone was to ask me, would you still worship him as your Most High, acknowledge him as your Most High God? I would have to. I don't identify with everything he does there, much like I believe most Christians don't identify with everything their God does, because it says their God is a jealous God. And some Christians would tell you it's not right to be jealous. And some would tell you that, they shouldn't be vengeful, but in the Bible it tells you Most High is a vengeful God. And it tells you shouldn't hate, but it tells you that God loved Jacob and he hated Esau. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's the difference between being a problem lobbying and saying that.
It was Dr. Malachi York had been arrested with allegations of child molestation. And I read that in the Athens Banner Herald. One thing I thought was odd when I read the article is that it was indicated he had a plea bargain in both the state case, because he had a state and federal case, state case and the federal case. Well, most attorneys know
yourself and your way of life. If you truly believe in the stuff that you believe in, and you truly believe, that your doctrine or your teachings is true, then learn how to make that continue. Right now, again, everybody's energy is focused on getting this man out of jail. No one's energy is focused on expanding the organization itself. That's the point. That's the problem I have. You guys believe that this is your salvation. In this religion that you guys are teaching are supposed to predate and post-date him. Right? So he's in jail. Cool. You can put energy in fighting for him to help him get out of jail because he's your spiritual leader. But there's a bunch of other people that's out there. There's the two guys you told me from Brownsville that's teaching. But there's a bunch of other people that's out there. There's the two guys you told me from Brownsville that's teaching.
None of the black militants that was in our community. All you knew was fucking Dr. York.
Let me show you what you really want to do. The brothers and sisters in the conscious community, unfortunately, and abroad have been bastardized. They don't know what it's like to be under somebody, to follow protocol, to follow the edict, or to follow the mandate of another man or another woman. You understand what I'm saying? And in that lack of that kind of leadership in someone's life bastardizes the leadership in the sense that they don't have no chill button. They don't have a, young brother, you're going too far. You know what? Silence. I've been silenced before. When Obama first got put into administration, Doc sent the letter to me and said, don't speak on it for the first 6 months. The Black Panthers offered me an invite to have a dialogue about Obama. And I'm itchy. I want to talk because I just got rose up in stature. I'm leading the lodge. I'm doing my damn thing. Boy, I had to turn down every opportunity to speak about it because Master told me don't speak on it at all until I tell you can. One time it was an indefinite time. Next time it was 6 months. Don't ask me again, son. So I just fell back. Didn't ask. But this is what you learn. It's protocol. You feel me? You learn this. And you can't really get that from nowhere. You can't. It's not authenticated unless you actually get it from somewhere. You feel what I'm saying? Like you can't give yourself a father. You either have one present in your life or you don't, and you miss it forever, and hopefully people can fill in the voice the best way that they can. So being under the master teacher, Dr. York has been a blessing in my life. And irrespective to people feeling whatever, man, he has contributed to my life in ways that I can never revoke his spirit consciousness and his influence in my life and my family. This is a man that when I had named my daughter, he told me move that name out of there and rename her. I said, hey, this is what my wife and I is going to name our daughter. It was Anissa. You feel me? And he's like, get that out of here. Your daughter's name is this. But you know why I took it? Because this is a man that foretold me that I was going to have a child before I had a child with a dark woman with an afro. And this is why my wife had a perm and I thought we was breaking up. I didn't even tell my wife that the master teacher just told me on the phone that I'm going to have a child next year by a dark-skinned woman with a big, I gotta give love to my other mentor, Imam Baba Oyo, from the African Islamic Mission, Dr. York's older brother. And in many ways, he was my economic teacher, and Doc was my spiritual master. Sometimes they swap. You feel what I'm saying? But those two people are very dear to me in my heart, Imam Baba Oyo, and of course, Dr. York. Those are the two homies. They raised me a great deal, taught me a lot about polygyny. Oba taught me a lot of the economic functionalities of polygyny. And of course, Dr. York taught me a lot of the spiritual aspects, domestic aspects of polygyny. And I coupled with the two of them taught me and created my own model that works for 2016 with a brother polight from Brownsville, Brooklyn.
Hold up, watch it. Watch it.
I've been waiting to do some Hollywood shit for a long time. Waiting to do some Hollywood shit for a long time. I've been waiting to do some Hollywood shit for a long time.
He's been waiting to do some Hollyweird, S-H-I-T, for a long time. What does that mean? Don't everybody knows that Hollywood is full of pedophiles? Listen one more time.
You can talk whatever the talk you want. Shit for a long time. I've been waiting to do some Hollywood shit for a long time. I've been waiting to do some Hollywood shit for a long time.
But fine, we don't have to call those people out and say they're behaving like animals. We don't have to do that. Yes.
Check the text.
We don't have to do that. So here we go. Hey, baby. Can you sit on this side?
Yes, sit on the side.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. Yes. My man Wolf, I got you, Kings. Salute to Blood in Baltimore. And my man PFK Boom. I know he's still doing the work out there. I definitely got you, Blood. Trust me. Mario Sellers. Oh, yeah, it's with the so over here, click it. So that's it. I just want to have it on record, so no one can say they didn't know. So people can look at these videos and say, "Man, the brother was talking about it." Even now, when I did my last video saying government conspiracy to take me down, look what wound up happening right after. You know what many people say? They said, "Look what wound up happening right after." I didn't orchestrate this stuff. I didn't make up the hospital reports. I didn't make up the x-rays with bones popping out and everything like that. You have no idea what we just been through. And you can believe that a brother is fake all you want. But I pushed to get out that hospital because I still got work to do to feed the homeless and give those children a great holiday and teach their parents. That's all I can talk about in that hospital. While my family and my well-wishers and advocates say, stay home and get rest. I'm like, I'm gonna go there in pain because it'll pay me more to stay home. I started an initiative that's really working. Brothers that's gangbanging is really coming together and they're inspired. How I'm gonna stop them? How I'm gonna stop this movement? I play a pivotal role in this movement. I gotta babysit this thing until people can really run this thing without me. Now you can say all of this is just a campaign to try to make myself look good. You can do all of that. But everybody that's around me knows I used all my lecture money to feed them homeless and to even be out there. My lecture money couldn't come remotely close to what it cost my family in tickets, round trip, and hotel. There's no reason for me to go to Baltimore if it was about making a profit, because I absolutely made no profit. Where I benefited was spiritually. And everybody around me knows that.
I get a check every month from them disabled. That's why I get my check. Give it to them. It's full of bullet holes. How much times you got shot? I got shot 13 times, 5 different times. So I'm out here with one leg. You mean tell me y'all can't help? I can't do nothing? Are you serious? I got one leg to this shit, bro. Y'all here feeding people. Y'all can't go ahead and help? Fuck y'all, fuck your family. That's how I feel. Thanks. That's how I feel. And I'm gonna continue to go until I rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for people. I ain't here for myself or get anything out of it. But guess what? I ain't get no good out of it.
But I noticed that, you know, everybody kept going at this one cat. You know what I'm saying? Everybody kept targeting polight. Like, why everybody keep talking? You know what I'm saying? But I like that because I like the underdog. I like that. You feel me? So I'm like, why do people keep talking this cat? So already I was always a fan of Blood already because everybody was targeting him. So I'm following Blood for a minute. Finally came to Baltimore. I said, oh yeah, I took my brother, a couple of the homies. I saw something in Baltimore. Let's pull up. I pulled up. So I'm thinking that, you know, okay, is this okay, we ready to go. That's what I'm telling him. Oh, it's on now. We ready to pop. It's on. Blood be doing his, he been traveling doing his thing. So we ready to pop now. Man, we met Blood Saturday. I pull up on Blood. And I was leaving up. Ran up on him. What's up, Blood? You know what I'm saying? Homies out here, any issues, we gonna deal with it. We got him on deck. We gonna deal with it. Man. So Blood hit me up the next morning. What y'all doing it's a Sunday night. He was up. What y'all doing? Oh, we do every Sunday. Feed the people. We went in on it. I bet. We gonna pick Blood up. So we go spend, you know, like I said, our money, our pocket.
You already had it in the car when we got it.
Yeah, right. We go spend about what? A couple dollars. About 80, 90 pieces, something like that. To feed the people. So he talking to us though. I'm gonna mentor y'all. I'm telling Blood this, but we gonna mentor y'all. I'm gonna set y'all up to the point y'all can just do that. Cause we more focused on trying to feed more people. So whatever person can help us, like far as mentally, intellectually, and get us out there to get more revenue, to feed more people, we with it. We with it. Alright, bet. So we talking here and there. Back to Baltimore. Airport. I go pick up from the airport. And mind you, know what I'm saying? I got Blood like riding around with all them having this 2 of them. Hold Blood that way he go handle his business. You know what I'm saying? He had another lecture. And the homies, we hold Blood down and shit. You feel me? So I'm thinking everything was going to pop. But, you know, I started hearing, you know, he be on some scammy shit and tip people off for their money and he not really for the people or using people to get what he had or bro. I kind of brushed that shit off. But when it hit home, you feel like, something ain't right. Because Blood had hit me up one time and asked for $3,000. It's like, you know I do my money. I don't got no bread, homie. All money I go to is for our people. Now make sure I got bills of my own. You know what I'm saying? They're like, nah, it's for it's set you up, you know what I'm saying, with something. I can't really explain it. I said, you know what, let me call Tahaka Bay. I called Tahaka Bay, and I said, yo, Blood, like on the phone, and he was going, I need 3 racks. I do something. He's like, 3,000? What are 3 racks for? I said, I don't know, Blood. He's talking some crazy shit that's out of my league. I don't know. So I want you to hear what he's talking about, and you go from there. So he talked some shit like, I'm like, well, what the fuck is he saying? You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, got the phone. He's like, yo, Wolf, don't do it. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Say no more. I told him, like, I ain't got 3 racks. Just be dishing out. He said, all right, we'll figure something out. He heard her back from me about that. All right, bet. He hits my phone and said, what's his name, Sharif? I've been looking dead at this dude. I can't figure the cat out. But he put me on the phone with a cat that hit him up and said, White needed for $35. He emailed me the contract. Excuse me. He emailed me the contract and everything for $3,500. So, long story short, I got Blood $3,500 back. But I started hearing more and more shit. And we not really for that. We not really with the scamming. Because I don't want nobody to tie our organization to no bullshit. To no bullshit when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, scamming people. We don't do that. We don't do that. So, I have no, like, physical beef with Blood. But when it comes to the people, that's an issue. That's a big issue with me. And he's going to be there in D.C. Supposedly. I said he's going to fly tomorrow, right? Mm-hmm. He's going to be there. And the crazy part about it, he's right next to me on the damn phone. So when he do come, we're going to talk. Because me personally, this is my opinion, I just think that Blood had a whole hidden agenda. I think that Blood used the people to get where he at right now.
Scammed a few people, and I thought Polight was cool. Everybody loved Polight when they came out. You know what I'm saying? I thought Polight was cool. But then when he scammed somebody, I'm like, hold up, man, what's going on? So I begin my journey. I cut ties with him, and I begin Mafia Lane. There you go. Mafia Lane know what I'm talking about. Me and Mafia Lane cut ties with Brother Polight around this, not around the exact same time. This is my man. Blah, big wolf. Blah, blah. That's right. 300 Gangsters, Mafia Lane Entertainment in the building. But listen, so me and my brother that's in the chat right now, Mafia Lane, we cut ties with Polight around the same time. Polight got a note. I'm going to give it to you $1. Hey, Mafia Lane, back me up, brother. Polight got a no-fly zone here in Baltimore. He couldn't come to Baltimore more. He planned the show in Baltimore. And he could not come to Baltimore. He had to scrap that. Then he was planning to come to the Unity demonstration in New York. Mafia Lane was there too. Y'all remember Tommy Sotomayor got struck. Mafia Lane was there too. He ain't do it. But I'm just saying, Mafia Lane was there too. You see what I'm saying? Polight was supposed to be there. 300 Gangsters was in the building. Your brother Tahaka was in the building. He ain't show up. He was scheduled to be there.
I'm Brother Polight. I'm head of the Crown, illustrious Supreme Grand at Perception of our New Covenant community. I made my own language. I wrote over 90 books. That's where I'm at with the situation. I'm giving away food to the homeless, and it's vegan, and organizing the gang members to be the ones at the forefront to give away this food to the homeless. And doing it state to state. And shout out to my blood and crip homies that's in Cali, because they're next on the list to give away vegan food to the homeless. And whether they fund it or I fund it entirely, doesn't matter. So long as we create opportunities for our brothers to get together to heal the communities that they may have destroyed in the past. Not anyone can do it. And not everybody's interested. And I live good enough where I don't have to go back into these communities. So it's real.
I'm mad tonight. I don't think I'm mad enough. Okay, now, let's get into specifics now, okay? This is a 14-year-old girl who is still a virgin vaginally, thank God. Thank God. Let's get the story correct, okay? Because my sources from inside the penitentiary, okay? Now, I know y'all have probably seen he bounded out for $1,000. That is not true, okay? They are still entering his information into the system. His bond was set at $50,000, and he gave them 10 to bond out. Now, wait for it. If you don't find his ass somewhere else and can't find him, because he know what in the fuck is going to go down.
But what I will tell you is that the victim's mother seen the video that I did yesterday. Oh, yeah, she definitely saw it. I will tell you that I spoke with the victim's mother today. And I will tell you that the victim's mother confirms the allegations made against Brother Polight.
Now, gets the little girl to the hotel. By this time, she's in and out of consciousness. So he decides to unbutton himself, acts as if he's dancing, sends the mom text messages to my, hey, we're at the club waiting for you. And she's like, what do you mean club? Bring my daughter home. What are you talking about? The group said they never seen the little girl. She didn't even come down to eat. This was his opportunity to finally do what he's always done.
If NASDAQ call and be like, yo, you can't make no money off of stocks no more, I might have to humble myself and change my approach. Right about now, you can't cancel me because I'm not tied to no machines. My daughter, I just turned 15 years old. In about another month or so, she's gonna be a millionaire officially. She's a few tens of $1,000 shy. She's in the $900,000. From what I taught her how to do off her phone, between making money off of games and making money off of stocks. My 15-year-old about to be a millionaire. You can't cancel that because no matter what you do to me, she's always gonna have that wealth of knowledge. My eldest daughter, who I took in since about 7 years old.
So, the lie he told was to the police was that he wanted to mend the relationship between the mother and the daughter, so he convinced the mom to allow him to talk to the little girl. Now, if you're trying to mend a relationship, why are you offering to take the little girl to the club, okay? Now, the real story is they had been traveling for a long time on the road with a group of people, okay? A lot of women, some men, and he was one of them. The little girl traveled everywhere her mother went. She didn't leave her daughter while she ran the streets, okay? Her daughter was always with her. Now, when they got to a hotel in Miami, they got in, checked in, and the group was going to check in and go downstairs. The lobby of the hotel, okay? So there were women down there that this little girl knew that watched over her, okay? This little girl has never been alone with Polight. I'm sorry, Pedialyte. That's what we're gonna call him, pedophile-like. Never been alone, never ever had any personal conversations, okay? She's always been with her mother. And nothing has ever even exchanged because the daughter is so close with her mother is the reason why all of this shit has just hit the fan the night it happened. Because he thought she was unconscious. Oh, let's hold up. Wait a minute. Let me go back. So Mom is tired. She says, listen, give me a second. Let me freshen up. Then we're going to go downstairs to eat. The little girl is like, I'm hungry, Mom. Please let me go downstairs. Pedialyte comes in the room and says, well, I could take her downstairs to get her something to eat. She's like, no, wait, I'm coming. He's like, listen, I'm just taking her downstairs to the lobby to give her to the other group. She's going to sit down and eat with the group, and we're going to wait for you to come down. This is what this motherfucker said, okay? So the mom looked at the door and said, okay, downstairs. They get in the lobby. Oh, you know what? I think the group left. They supposed to be going to the after party at the club. So I'm just going to tell your mom that she can meet us at the club, and I'm going to get you something to eat on the way. This is what Pedialyte said to the little girl. The little girl's like, okay. She's like, I'm supposed to go to the after party? She didn't know. So they're driving. He never stopped to get anything to eat. Drove her to a vacant club. Said, oh my God, the club is closed. So we're just going to go. I'm going to go over here, get a hotel room, and we're going to wait and tell your mom that we're just going to figure out where the after party is going to be. Little girl says, okay, fine. By this time, he's giving her drinks, sweet drinks, that had 4 different drugs in the drink. She was drugged. There's a
media influencer, motivational speaker is making headlines for the wrong reason. NBC6 reporter Kim Nguyen is live in Miami Beach tonight with more on the arrest of the man known as Brother Polight. Kim.
Yeah, well, Jawan, the suspect surrendered here at the Miami Beach Police Department earlier this week. Police charged him with sexual battery of a 14-year-old girl. We did speak with his lawyer earlier tonight, who says that these charges are false.
This is the mugshot of 37-year-old Michael Nowak Jr., also known as Brother Polight, to his more than 300,000 Instagram followers. Miami Beach police arrested Nowak this week for alleged sexual battery of a 14-year-old girl in a hotel room in February. Police say the alleged victim was the daughter of a woman he was romantically linked to. Defense attorney David Terrace says his client is innocent.
Once the evidence is produced, that he is going to be exonerated. So yeah, not guilty, nothing else.
According to the police report, Nowak, a motivational speaker and author who lives in L.A., asked the woman if he could take her daughter to an after party at a club in Miami. The report states Nowak took the teen to his hotel after seeing that the club was closed. Police say the suspect gave the teen alcohol and started dancing and touching the teen inappropriately, groping her breast, inner thighs, and buttocks. It goes on to say Nowak tried to force the teen to perform oral sex on him. The teen allegedly passed out and woke up to Nowak trying to make her throw up.
These are serious allegations, but in any situation, there is always motive. There is always a lot behind the scenes that the public is not going to be able to see.
The report states that the girl's mother found her intoxicated and possibly on drugs, with severe swelling on her mouth and lips. It later states Nowak told the mother not to call police because it would ruin his career. Nowak was served with a DNA warrant in June and surrendered to police on Monday. Terrace says the police report is only an allegation.
Since y'all have done your research, let's talk about the charges, shall we? Open your Bibles. Let's talk about the charges. Hold on. So we have, 3 charges. There's going to be a 4th coming. And we can say motherfucking allegedly, but these are charges with DNA. Okay? On her shirt, on her chest, on her mouth. Yeah, that's what these are. Okay?
I'm not saying nothing. And I mean, I actually want more news media to get involved. I actually want you people that's against me, do me a favor. Post it every day on your page, please. Tell us all about this situation. Tell us as much as you can. Add more lives. Just do what you gotta do. Please do it. I'm begging you. I got the patience. Please. Please. Please do it. Please. Because one thing's for sure. I could have came on this live and be like, yo, I just want everybody to know. And you chose to be like, I can tell he's lying anyway. Oh, please. Right? Someone else can say any damn thing. Okay. Oh, it's impossible. for me to be right about anything, right? It's impossible, right? We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Keep that same energy, people. That's all I'm saying. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. That's all I'm asking you. Because, oh yeah, I know. There's another thing that's gonna come. Oh, this is false hope. Yo, you would have to be crazy. Do you understand what people are saying? Do you understand what has been said? To sit here in an endeavor to gas you all up, knowing an inevitable demise is coming, would be fucking stupid. But you know what? People are fucking stupid.
No, now it's up to you whether you want to do it or not. I got Polite coming up at 10 o'clock. It's up to y'all. I'm tired of giving away free information all the goddamn time. Y'all get free information a lot from me. Either I can do it a stream for $10 if people want to watch it, I can do it for $10. All I'm going to ask you to do is throw some money in the goddamn Cash App. If you want me to live stream this and show y'all tonight at 10 o'clock, that's when Polite will be in the building at 10 o'clock. Show some support. Show your brother some love, show your brother some love, and throw some money in the Cash App, and then I will show this shit live for the people. I will show it live for the people. If not, I'll do my... Yo, you know I had 4,000 in that motherfucker. I had 4,000 listening to us, Yo, I'm still live, man, so no, you're not, brother. I just ended the show.
Okay. Now, you know what Sonetta was saying? I tricked you niggas. Polite ain't really gonna talk about these goddamn cases. But I knew it's a scandal and it's a hot topic right now. And when I come on live, I'm gonna sweat y'all and cuss y'all out for not giving me Cash Apps and giving me money. That's all he did today. Why y'all ain't paying me? Send me cash.
All right. I see people showing love and donating. Let's get these donations up, man. Because if I don't reach a certain quota, God damn it, I'm not gonna play the video. I'll do that shit secretly and I will edit it.
Call from.
So now I'm gonna ask you, do you want an edited version or do you want straight up where y'all can see that shit and do what y'all do with it? Because I don't give a fuck what y'all do with it once I put it out. Y'all can do what the fuck y'all want, and I don't be hitting y'all. But God damn it, if you want raw footage, thank you, brother. If you want the raw shit, you want to see it live, and I'm ready to give it to you live. But you're gonna have to pay for that, whether it's $5, $10, $20, $50, whatever you want to donate to your brother. God damn it. I'm tired of giving y'all Negroes something for free, and all y'all doing is eating and eating and eating, and ain't giving shit back to me. How many times I've been hearing y'all say, that ain't your daughter, nigga. Cut it out. Don't make me bring her sister right here in front of me. Her sister is my wife's cousin, nigga. You know that. Play yourself. You know that. Play your motherfucking self. Huh? Hear that? She ran away from home to be with your bitch ass. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. This stuff ain't just started. This ain't just started. Sonetta knew about this. Sonetta covered for it.
But it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. That's what I want to talk about today. That's what I want to talk about. I'm a FUD. Hey, it was all fair game. It's legal. It's hunting season, ain't it? He can go out there and he can look for the silly rabbit. That's what he used to do. Go out there, got his gun, and he's out there to body the rabbit. But every now and then, the black rabbit gets the gun. Doesn't happen often. But when it does, goddammit, it's going to resonate throughout the land. It's going to resonate throughout the land. I'm going to take these shades off soon because people say, yo, you know, he wouldn't show his eyes. Oh, let me say this too. This is for my good brothers and sisters that are walking with me. This program is not for the likes of whom want to dictate what I should say, when I should say it, what they want to hear. The trolls, the people who tune in to a show that they don't like, which I'll never get. I never go in my house, rush, 9 o'clock, let me get in the house, turn on this TV show that I hate, and then tell people how much I hate it and the characters in it. So this is not for you guys. This is for my brothers and sisters that are walking with me. This is my PSA out of respect to my good brothers and sisters that stand firm with me. So please, save your complaints, trolls, because you ain't gonna never be satisfied anyway. I have nothing to say about the situation. And you, hold on, let me take this off. And I'm gonna tell you why I have nothing to say about the situation. It's gonna make perfect sense. For starters, I have a legal team, plural. I have several attorneys. And it's not incumbent for me to speak on my own behalf when I have people that render that service for me that specialize in this. I don't want to say anything that may be misconstrued or contorted that may work against me. I know many of my followers may not understand the significance of not making certain professions in the interim of a scenario or this type of climate. But what I am telling you is in my best interest to say nothing. We heard what other people got to say, thank goodness. We heard that. We seen it, right? And that's all that matters. My side don't matter. My side don't matter. We don't need to know my side. Let's just take someone's side and run with it. That's what we should do. Even if their side, I mean, shit, I ain't saying nothing. If y'all read this shit that sound like it makes sense, then it makes sense to you. I know I'm a black man in America. I know what it is. But also, there's another reason why I'm not going to say nothing. I want to build up the suspense, goddammit. I want more people to jump out the window. I want more YouTube videos and more news channels. I'm on news channels in several states. This is crazy. You know I love the attention, right? I want more. I want more attention. I have the patience to allow people to dig a very big hole for themselves. I'm sitting here, and I must say I'm truly blessed because the people that I identify as family, and they're still all by my side. They was by my side not knowing anything. What a blessing. I finally come to terms and I'm finally at a point in my existence where I finally surrounded myself with people that are real.
I don't care about that shit.
That's all you mentioned. If you was a real,
I don't care about none of that. Because the people will think, oh, Sarnetta jealous, oh, Sarnetta hate. I'm not fucking hating. It's just what you have become, brother. You don't see it, man. It's what you fucking have become, Polight.
As long as my family love me, I'm sorry, Sarnetta.
They supposed to love you. It's what you have become that's making me sleep through this shit. You say, yo, there's no real motherfucking blood in you no more. Everything about you is fucking fake, nigga. I'm looking at it.
Sarnetta, I love that music. I love that car. Right? Then they turn around and they equate love with people. Now, I'm not saying people don't have the right now. But what's interesting is people are always beef with me when I say I love money. It's like the only thing you're not supposed to love. But all the other things that people love, it normally costs you money to get them. And I'm just going straight to the source. I don't need a Jesus in the way of me going to the Father. Right? So if you love cars and you love shoes and you love skirts and shirts and pants and songs, then guess what? I got the right to love the very thing that helps facilitate that transaction. The very thing that is responsible for the transaction. I have the right to love that. You know, so I love money.